The neon sign of Max Diner flickered against the evening sky of New Terra Colony, casting purple and blue shadows across the cracked pavement. Luna pressed her face against the cold glass window, her large violet eyes reflecting the warm glow from inside. Beside her, her twin sister pressed close, both of them shivering in threadbare coats that did little against the planetary winds. Their mother, Sierra, clutched the last 50 cents she had to her name. Her azure skin had grown pale from months of malnutrition. Her once vibrant markings now faded to dull gray. The Zalvian refugees had been promised sanctuary on this human colony world, but reality had proven far harsher than the recruitment video suggested. "Mama, I'm not that hungry," Luna whispered, though her stomach betrayed her with a loud growl. Sierra's heart broke. In their culture, sharing a meal was sacred, a bonding ritual that held families together. With 50 cents, she could buy one small bowl of soup to split between her daughters. She herself hadn't eaten in 3 days. The diner door chimed as they entered. Immediately, several human patrons glanced their way with expressions ranging from curiosity to barely concealed disdain. Sierra had grown accustomed to the looks. Aliens weren't uncommon on New Terra, but poor aliens reminded people of uncomfortable truths about their colony's inequality. She guided her daughters to a corner booth, the vinyl seats patched with duct tape. Luna and her sister sat perfectly still, their hands folded in their laps, trying to make themselves invisible. "What'll it be?" The waitress appeared, her name tag reading Dolores. Her tone was neutral, professional, but not unkind. One bowl of vegetable soup, please," Sierra said softly, her English heavily accented. "To share." Dolores's pen paused over her notepad. Her eyes flickered to the twin girls, then back to Sierra. "That's it. Yes. Thank you." The door chimed again. This time, a man walked in wearing a worn military jacket, the patches on his shoulder identifying him as a veteran of the frontier wars. Cameron had the weathered look of someone who'd seen too much. His brown hair peppered with premature gray, a scar running along his jawline. He moved with the careful deliberation of someone whose body remembered pain. He took a seat at the counter, 2 stools down from where he could see the Zalvian family in the reflection of the window. Cameron had developed a habit of watching reflections during the war. It had saved his life more than once. "The usual, Cam?" Dolores asked, her demeanor brightening. "Yeah. And coffee, strong." He pulled out a worn paperback, but his attention kept drifting to the reflection. When Dolores brought the single bowl of soup to the alien family's table, Cameron watched as the mother carefully divided it between her daughters, taking none for herself. The girls ate slowly, making every spoonful last, their eyes wide with gratitude for even this small mercy. Something twisted in Cameron's chest. He'd seen that look before in the eyes of refugees on Kepler 186F, in the children orphaned by the war, in the faces of his own squad mates when rations ran low during the siege of Proxima Station. "Dolores," he called out quietly. She approached, coffee pot in hand. "Need a refill already?" "Those kids back there," he gestured subtly with his head. "Bring them each a full meal, whatever they want. The good stuff: burger, fries, milkshake, and something for the mother too." Dolores studied his face. "Cam, that's gonna run you. I know what it costs." He pulled out his credit chip. "Just do it, please. You're a good man." Cameron Hayes, just a man who knows what hungry looks like. When Dolores approached their table with the news that someone had paid for their meals and they could order whatever they wanted, Sierra's eyes filled with tears. Luna and her sister looked at their mother in confusion, unable to comprehend such unexpected kindness. "Who?" Sierra asked, her voice breaking. Dolores nodded toward Cameron, who was deliberately focused on his book. Sierra stood, her legs shaking, and approached the counter. "Sir, we cannot." Cameron looked up, meeting her eyes directly. What he saw there was familiar pride, struggling with desperate need, dignity, fighting against crushing circumstances. "Ma'am, I've been where you are," he said quietly. "Different planet, different war, but hungry's the same in any language. Let me do this, please." "We are Zalvian," she said, as if that explained everything. "Many humans, they don't... I fought alongside Zalvians on the frontier," Cameron interrupted. "Commander Zalkar saved my life during the Proxima Station siege. Carried me 3 miles through enemy fire with a broken leg. Never got to thank him proper. He didn't make it home." He paused, his jaw working. "So maybe you let me honor his memory. Maybe that's payment enough." Sierra's tears fell freely now. In Zalvian culture, honoring the dead was the highest form of respect. This human understood. "Your girls deserve a hot meal," Cameron continued. "And so do you. No shame in accepting help. War taught me that too." Luna watched from the booth as her mother nodded, overwhelmed. When they returned to the table and Dolores took their orders, poor meals, Luna couldn't stop staring at the scarred human veteran. "Mama," she whispered. "Is he an angel?" Sierra smiled, the first genuine smile in months. "No, little star, he's something better. He's someone who remembers being broken and chooses to help others heal." As Luna bit into her first burger in months, savoring every flavor, she watched Cameron in the reflection of the window. He was reading his book, but she could see the slight smile on his face. That night, Luna learned an important lesson that would stay with her forever. Humanity wasn't defined by species or planet of origin. It was defined by the choice to see another's suffering and respond with compassion. The veteran with his scars and his simple act of kindness had shown her that the universe, despite its cruelty, still held good people. And sometimes, 50 cents was all it took to start a chain reaction of hope. Years later, when Luna became the first Salvian representative to the Unified Colonies Council, she would tell this story. She would speak of a worn veteran named Cameron who taught her that true strength wasn't measured in weapons or war victories, but in the courage to be kind when the world had given you every reason to be cold. And somewhere, on a colony world far away, Cameron would read about her success in his morning paper, smile into his coffee, and remember a scared little alien girl with violet eyes who reminded him why he'd fought in the first place, so that children, any children, might have a chance at something better.